Hello friends, in this session we're going to look at what is a store procedure in SQL. A store procedure is a prepared SQL code that you can save so the code can be reused over and over again. So if you have a SQL query that you can write over and over again, save it as a store procedure and then just call it to execute it. You can also pass parameters to store procedure so that the store procedure can add based on the parameter values that is passed. Here is the store procedure syntax. As you can see, create or alter procedure, then the name that we want to use for this procedure and the begin, that is starting the execution of this statement, the end of the execution, and the code keyword. To execute a store procedure, we can use this keyword and the name that we already created. Now, let's go to Management Studio to see some examples. First, execute this command. That is the statement we're going to use for this example. So let's go to do a basic store procedure with this statement. Let's say we want to store a command that select all from customer to display all the records in the customer table. To do that, write, create, or alter procedures, and let's go to call it select all customer as begin, then the select all from customer, semicolon at the end, and go. Select only this statement and click execute. Command complete successfully. To verify the creation of this procedure, that is, in this case, select all customers, go to the left and find programmability. Drop down this folder and find store procedures. Drop down first, right click and click refresh. As you can see here, there is the name of the store procedure, that is the select all customer that we already created. To execute this procedure, let's go and write the command X and the name. Select, so this is the name, select all customers, and semicolon at the end. Select only this command and click execute. As you can see, we obtain the same result as when we execute only the select all from customer. You see, this is the same result. Also, we can create a store procedure with one parameter. So to do that, let's make some change. At this time, we are gonna call this all customer name. And for a parameter, I will use @sign first name. The data type bar chart 255. Then let's go to add a conditional statement that will be where first name is equal @sign. Let's go to copy this first name. Let's go to remove this and execute this statement. Command complete successfully. Let's go to verify that. Click, right click on store procedures and click refresh. As you can see here, there is the new store procedure we already created. To execute this procedure with one parameter, let's go and write execute select all customer name at sign first name equal Mario. Semicolon at the end, select only this command and click execute. As you can see here, this display only the name Mario from the table customer. As you see, if we verify, the customer table have the name Mario. So this is how store procedures with one parameter works. And the another way to use the store procedure is with multiple parameters. For example, let's go to modify this name, adding ID. Also, put a comma next to the varchar and write ID with @ and the data type int. And next to the first name, let's go to write and ID equal @ID and semicolon at the end. So only select this command and click execute. Right click on store procedure, click refresh to verify the new store procedure with multiple parameters. To execute the first name and ID, let's go now and write Louis comma @ID equal 2. This one we already created. And that's it. Select only this command and click execute. As you can see here, we obtain the result with multiple parameters, ID2 and the name Louis. So this is what the store procedure is in SQL.